Hey guys, this video is for December week 3 for our kindergarten and first grade team. And all throughout the month of December, we are focusing on the life app of joy, finding a way to be happy even when things don't go your way. And our memory verse for this month is always be joyful because you belong to the Lord. I will say it again, be joyful. Philippians 4:4. So far this month, we talked about we can be joyful because God keeps his promises, and we heard how God predicted Jesus is coming in the Old Testament. And then last week we talked about we can be joyful because God can do anything, and we learned about how Zechariah and Elizabeth were pregnant with John the Baptist and how John the Baptist was coming to tell about Jesus. Well, this week our Bible story is called Born to Be Our Friend, and it's about the coming birth of Jesus from the book of Luke. And our bottom line is you can have joy because God is with you. So God, Emmanuel, was coming to earth. So we'd love for you to join us at 8:20 and 10:20 in the garage door room. It's a great, great time. So worth showing up 10 minutes early to just gather together and pray with each other. And then just make sure you are in your small group area by 8:30 and 10:30 ready to go. As kids roll in, just make it personal. Make sure that you greet each kid by name. Make sure that you know all their names. Help first-time guests to feel welcome. And then as kids are playing, you're going to ask them to list people that they like doing things with. So like mom, dad, grandpa, friend, brother. So not like my Uncle Matt. Just say like my uncle. And then you're going to write the responses down on index cards, so one per card. So you're just going to kind of like keep these. You're just writing these down as they're playing. And then you're going to lay the index cards on the floor so that they're spread out. And you can kind of do this after service starts too, because the pre-serve or the 9 o'clock activity is not super intense. So you can be doing this once all your kids get in there. So you're going to lay their answers out, and you're going to read each name on the card so that kids remember what they say. And then you're going to say the sentences below. And after each one, you're going to tell kids to move and put their foot or maybe point to the person they would choose. So who would you want to be with you at the park? Who would you want to be with you at the library? And then just kind of keeping on this lines, getting kids to think about who they would want with them, because today's story is about how God is with us. So then if you have time after that, before large group begins, you can tell kids to use the crayons. You're going to have blank pieces of paper on your cart, and use the crayons to draw something that they're looking forward to. So it could be something that's Christmas related, a present they're expecting, something they do with their family, or it can be anything else. And then just encourage them to share if they would like to. And then close it down by saying, you guys are all looking forward to some pretty cool things. Well, in today's story, somebody was looking forward to the coolest thing ever. So then you're going to go to large group. We do have a live host and a live storyteller this week to tell you the story about Jesus. When you get back from large group, it's a really simple activity. You don't need anything. You're going to say the bottom line together several times. You can have joy because God is with you. And then you're going to challenge the kids to work together to come up with some simple motions for that bottom line. And then ask kids to think of something they're scared of or something other kids their age might be scared of. And one at a time, you're going to allow kids to do charades to share their idea with everyone. So you might need to whisper some instructions, especially for the kindergartners, to kind of get them rolling, or maybe do a sample one at the beginning so that kids can see. Maybe it's spiders or snakes or the dark. And after each one, you're going to say, remember, even when there's spiders, or even when it's dark, or even when you're alone, God is with you. And then the kids can say the bottom line together with the emotions that they came up with. So you'll close it down by saying, you can have joy because God is with you, and so can I. So then to make it personal, tell kids about something that scares you, maybe thunderstorms, bad weather, anything like that. But you know that you could face that fear because God is with you. And then just say everybody is afraid of something. So whether it's spiders, storms, the dark, someone close to you dying, your parents splitting up, through all these things, God is with us, and that can give each of us such peace and joy. So then for the memory verse review activity, you have these cups, and sorry, the supply prep team accidentally put the memory verse on upside down. So maybe if you have time before first service starts to flip all of these, the ones for your group, so that because the cups are going to go up like this, so everything will have to be flipped over. So, but the memory verse, there's a piece of the memory verse on each cup, and What you're going to do is you're going to scatter the cups around half of your area, and then you're going to line kids up side by side on the other half, and you're going to give each kid a spoon with a few marshmallows. So they're going to be mini marshmallows. And you're going to show the kids how to use the spoon as a catapult. So this is going to be a little crazy and a lot of fun. And you're going to challenge kids to fling the marshmallows into the cups. And when somebody gets a marshmallow into a cup, they're going to go and pick the cup up and set it off to the side. And if kids run out of marshmallows, pause the game, have everyone go collect 3 more marshmallows, and then start it up again. And then when all the cups have been gathered, you're going to instruct the kids to put the verse in order. And then you can let kids clean off any stickiness on their hands with wet wipes. And if you want, you can give kids a few marshmallows to eat while you're talking. And so you're going to say, that was fun, and it made me super happy watching you guys fling your marshmallows everywhere. Well, when things are fun and good, it's easy to be happy and joyful. But when things are tough, it can be harder. So what are some things that make it hard to have joy? And let kids answer. And then say, having joy is more about having peace and knowing that God is with us no matter what happens. Joy is finding a way to be happy even when things don't go your way. So just remember, you can have joy because God is with you. So then to close it down in prayer, just gather kids in a circle and encourage them to be calm and quiet. And move around the outside of the circle and pray the prayer below for each kid in your circle. And if appropriate, if you feel okay, just put a hand on their head or their shoulder while you're praying for them. And then just say, God, help Trip remember that he can have joy because you are with him. And just pray that for each kid. And that's super powerful, saying a personal prayer for each kid. It really makes it personal. You're just praying a blessing over that child, and it's really, really cool. So that's it for this week. Super simple week, guys. Thank you so much for serving. I am pumped for Christmas weekend. It's going to be a great time. So excited just for this month of December in general. So grateful for each and every one of you. So thank you so much, and we'll see you on Sunday.